Session 8 in Kilcoy. This is the session where people have started their lifestyle change component of the program. This is where it gets interesting. Today we will hear a lot of interesting stories, a lot of interesting experiences, and already today there will be people with some fantastic results. So I'm looking forward to hearing all of that. My job now is to keep them rolling, and we do that through the process of coaching. They're ready. Very few people will fall off the bandwagon, if anyone. So I'm looking forward to helping them through a longer duration to where they can really see the big benefits of what they're doing.
How is everybody obtaining their ventures here? Easy, or is it a bit of a challenge? Easy. Where are you getting it from? Okay. So the fruit and veggie shop is closing over Easter. We are closing full stop now. Okay. So that's a bit unfortunate. So once I found out that it was going to be hard to get things from there, I actually went and saw your local IGA manager. I've got to say that IGA have been very positive and very helpful with this situation. I was actually very surprised because generally supermarkets are fairly hard to deal with. That's not what I found here.
I'm up to day 7 of the lifestyle change.
I'm up to day 7 today. I'm feeling good.
The weekend was quite difficult, so days 4, 5 and 6 basically. So 7, yeah. Because I work in catering, so the roast chicken dinner on Friday night and the roast beef dinner on Saturday night, and pancakes and bacon and eggs this morning was a little bit difficult to get through, but had my juice ready in the kitchen so that when I started to feel overwhelmed, I had a juice, or I walked outside and just gave myself a few moments to get myself back into the right mindset to get through the weekend.
I'm just finishing day 6 now.
My body is changing. I'm losing weight. I've lost all of the aches and pains in my knees and my hands. I've got through the workday a lot easier and was even able to accomplish a little bit more than what I normally would have in the last couple of months.
Throughout the program, I've lost up to 10 kilos.
I thought I'd feel a lot worse than this. I thought I'd feel weak and tired, but it's not too bad.
So far, as of this morning, it was 6 kilos that I've lost.
I have now lowered my ActiRapid down to 10 units 3 times a day, whereas I was 25 units before.
I'm on day 7.
Well, my mind's clearer, my thinking's clearer. I'm so much happier. And I find myself laughing a lot more and smiling a lot more and, talking to the juice. Here we go, down the hatch. And it's just a wonderful experience because the changes in you are just unbelievable. They really are unbelievable. And it's nice to put your clothes on and they're loose and you think, oh, a few weeks' time, big shopping trip.
So I'm day 7 on clean eating. And the reason that I took part in this was particularly I have got arthritis in my wrists, and I suffer with congestion in my legs, that after a whole day of walking around and just doing normal housework stuff, I feel like I'm walking on logs. Well, that has gone.
I'm up to day number 3 and I'm juicing.
I'm feeling good, bit of pain across my back and under my ribs, but after seeing you explain about the lungs, that's probably what it is.
I am looking forward to the results, and I love looking at the graphs.
Since we started with the cutting out processed foods, I've lost 5 to 6 kilos.
Since we started packets, as I called it, about 6 kilos, but probably 4 or 5 on the juicing.
I actually think it's easier than what we thought it would be.
And I actually feel a lot of energy, and at the moment my legs feel like they could fly.
I've been juicing up to now I'm on day 5
today. I start on day 6 tomorrow. There were some things I wasn't expecting. I'm getting a little bit of nausea in the mornings, but I find if I keep myself busy and drink lots of water, that seems to subside by the end of the day.
I am up to day 7 of juicing.
I think without the preparation, I think you would fail, because we have been told what to expect, how long maybe things might last. We have been told some of the ailments and things that could happen. So we have been well prepared. So in the back of my mind, I was prepared for any of those things that could have occurred. And some of them did. And because we had those workbooks that we've been filling out and contingency plans, I've put those into action. So that has helped me to succeed to day 3. I've made it to day 3. I'm really excited about that.
So I've had a lot more energy, been a lot more focused at work in particular as well. Day 2 I had a little bit of a hurdle where we had to go to the shopping centre to get my boyfriend a pair of shoes, and went to the food court, and the Chinese food kind of overwhelmed me a little bit, and everyone around me, including my boyfriend, was eating it. So that was a little bit of a hard pill to swallow to begin with, but then I just reminded myself why I'm doing this, and I was okay after that.
I'm on day 3 of juicing.
Last night we went to a cocktail party that we were invited to 2 months ago, which I completely forgot about, and I do like my alcohol. And I sat there, I took my juice because it was around dinner time that we were going around, and I told everyone what I was doing because they were all offering me drinks, and I said no, like, I'm doing this juicing diet, and explained it to them, and everyone was really supportive, didn't offer me any more drinks for the rest of the night, and I still had a really good time and stuck to my diet, so it was really good.
The first day I didn't lose any weight, but I was feeling a bit, a funny mixture. A bit of some energy after drinking. In fact, my legs started moving and I had to get to and do something, which is crazy. And but a bit headachy, and but then also needing to have some good rest. A couple of good sleeps.
Been a lot happier. I've suffered with depression for the last 2 years, which is trauma related. So for me, I haven't been taking any tablets, but to make my own happiness through my healthier choices, that's probably been the biggest benefit for me, and I've absolutely loved every minute of it.
All up, I've lost 5.5 kilograms. 2 weeks ago, I couldn't do the buttons up.
In this last day and a half, I've suddenly lost 3 kilos, which is quite astonishing because 3 years ago I had had a couple of stents put in. In fact, I was in over Anzac Day, and I haven't been down to that weight since then.
I've actually been handling baking really well. Cheesecakes is probably the hardest because they're ones that I used to make on taste all the time, but I've taken one of our younger workers under my wing, and I'm actually teaching her baking now, so I'm passing on my knowledge to her, and she's started being the one to taste the cheesecakes instead, so I'm handling that really well. Every now and then I catch a whiff of a really awesome burger, and it does tempt me a little, but no, I've been handling it really well, haven't given in to any cravings, and I've never felt more dedicated and focused on getting to where I want to be.
I'm looking forward to being able to go as long as I possibly can to do the full range. I know we can only do 1 day at a time, and I am doing that, but my long-term goal is to hopefully reach 30 days.
So far since starting the program, I've lost 11 kilos, so it's a big number for me, and I'm absolutely ecstatic over it.
I'm very determined to go through with this, to get my health on track as best I can. I'm feeling pretty desperate to do it.
What an unbelievable report so far from the people that are going down the track of juicing. Very, very powerful. We're talking about things which generally most people would not imagine are possible. And I get an amazing flow of emails. Here's one that's come through. Amazing email. Good morning, Peter. I'm on day 6 of juicing. It's going better than I thought. The strategies of going for a drive and going to the shops to try and size smaller clothes are really working well. My husband had cooked chicken last night. I thought that it would be an incredible test. What was incredible is that I didn't like the smell. Interesting. See, things are starting to change now for this person very early on in the piece. The same thing happened at Bunnings the other day. I did not realise what the smell of cooking sausages was until I reached the entry door. There's a few little things about her doctor. She went to her doctor and she's down on some medications, which is really good. But this is very interesting. Of course, the weight loss and health benefits are fantastic, but probably very significant for me is the change in my mental health. Amazing, right? As someone who's battled chronic depression and anxiety disorder, I am now starting to really like myself so much more. I do now have the attitude towards people who put me down than I am actually doing much better than they are in terms of their health. Others might be slim, might be eating supposedly healthy foods. But the fact is that the lifestyle change actually resets the body system and reverses the diseases. Phenomenal. These are the sort of things that we're starting to get, and it's really early in the piece. It really starts getting interesting as we move through this period. I can't wait to see where the results lead us to.